Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on survival multiplayer with Daggerwin. Daggerwin's just trying to get the mower out. I'm going to get the sprayer because we've got a big field to spray with herbicide today to make it easier for Daggerwin if I move this out of the way. I didn't put it back very well last time because I was using that articulated tractor, the Ford, and it's not the easiest to traverse with an articulated tractor and a sprayer on the back. So I kind of just abandoned it there. But just before I start the spraying, I will just repair the tractor because I can see it needs a bit of repair work. Quite expensive as well. Spray is okay. There we go. So we can continue now with the spraying. Daggerwin's going to mow that field for silage, I assume. And then we've got the two sort of hillside fields up there to get drilled as well because they're both being harvested now. So we'll do that once the spraying's done. We can drive on this crop because it's only just germinated, so that's not a problem. And we'll get on with the spraying then. So we've got the spraying done in that field now, and I'll move on to the drilling I think next. So we've got two fields that need drilling. These two up here, both on the hillside. I think I'll drill these with soybeans because the idea behind that is soybeans are going to be at their best price in the summer. So hopefully when we come to harvest them, it's March at the moment, so we should be harvesting possibly around about July. The price should be at its best, hopefully. So yeah, I think we'll go with soybeans. Also, they don't need fertiliser as well, which is good because there's not too much in this drill. So we'll get that started up and we'll start drilling this field. Now there are some trees on this side of the field which we could, if we took them down, I did mention it in a previous video actually, we'd actually be able to extend this field a bit more on in this area here. So they could be cleared, but probably won't be doing that today. It depends how we get on really. And also the tree cutter is over on the other side of the river, so it's not the most convenient location for it to be. But that is something that I think we should do. Wow, this tractor is really struggling. I'm not going to be able to do this. Yeah, anyway, I think we should be okay. Seems to be picking up speed again. So these trees just here, if they were taken out, we'd be able to extend that field and make it a bit of better shape, a bit more rectangular. So something to think about in the future. But anyway, yeah, for now we'll continue with the drilling in this field of the soybeans. This field is now drilled with soybeans. Does need rolling as well though, but I've just suggested to Daggerwin that I sell this tractor now. We've had this for a long time and I think it's probably due a replacement. We've got 232,000 in the bank, so seems like if we sell this tractor we should be able to afford to get a new one of a decent size. I've suggested the 7R because it's the one Daggerwin's been talking about for a while now. But what I'll do, I'll go and just sell this tractor first and we'll see how much money we've got in the bank after that. I think it's worth roughly 40,000 at the moment, this tractor, so that should bring us up to a decent amount depending on what it's actually worth, and then we have to see there from there which tractor to go for, which one we can actually afford to get. I'd like to get one as big as possible horsepower wise, but I know Daggerwin's been talking about the 7R for ages, so he definitely wouldn't mind if I bought that one. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I saw a few comments saying that I'm the one that always buys things. It's not always true, Daggerwin does buy things as well, but the reason at the moment for this one is because I'm the one driving this tractor and this is the one that we want to replace, so it makes sense for me to go and do it while I'm in this tractor. I always ask Daggerwin what we should buy before I buy it. It's always a joint decision. I don't just go and randomly buy something unless it's something really cheap, like a bag of fertiliser or something that's fairly insignificant. Obviously, if it's a new combine or a tractor, I would always ask Daggerwin first to make sure he's happy with that. So he has the 7R or 8R, depending on whether we can afford it or not. So let's sell this. We'll repair and repaint it as well. Wow, repainting is 22,000. Sell for, oh wow, it's worth 69,000. That's good. So that brings us to a total of 279,000 in the bank. Now that's not too bad. We should be able to afford a decent tractor at that price, so we'll have a look at the menu and see what we can get. Okay, here we are in the shop menu, and yeah, the 7R is the one that we were discussing about. The starting horsepower on that is 305, and that's 24750. This one is the other one, that's the 8R, which Daggerwin just mentioned he wanted. That's starting horsepower 326. It's not significantly more horsepower, but we can't actually afford that one at the moment. We've got 279 and the cheapest version of that is 285. So we can't actually afford that at the moment, but we do have the wool and some lettuce to load up. So Daggerwin's just said, shall we do that? Shall we sell the wool and lettuce, and then we could probably afford the 8R? Because we are almost there, we can almost afford it. And that is a much, although it's the starting horsepower is not much different, the total horsepower, if you were to upgrade it in the end eventually, is 458. So I think that's quite a bit more, isn't it, than the other one? 388. Well, not significantly different, but it is more. Daggerwin said that he wants the 8R, I think, now, so he seems more keen on the 8R, I think. So if we sell the wool and the eggs pallets, not the egg pallets, sorry, the wool and the lettuce pallets, we should be able to afford the 8R. So let's get that done, then we'll jump into the forklift and we will start to load up the pallets of wool and eggs. Not eggs, I said it again. Wool and lettuce. Yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, I'll need to get a trailer. There is an egg pallet there that can go into the production of the mayonnaise, that I'll do that since it's almost full. And then we'll get a trailer over here and we'll load up the wool and the lettuce. But yeah, like I say, I'll just put this one in the mayonnaise production now. There we go, Daggerwin is going to take that and sell the wool and the lettuce pallets. I'll park the forklift back up here that we use to move the egg pallets in the future. And then once Daggerwin has sold that load of pallets there, we'll be able to buy a new tractor. I'll just tip the wheat again. There we go, that'll keep the chickens happy. Yeah, so we're just basically going to wait now for Daggerwin to go and sell that load, and then we'll be able to see how much money we've got to play with. We've actually it's gone up a bit more actually since then, because we've sold some more mayonnaise, also sold. So yeah, it's going up all the time. Soon we'll be able to get the new tractor. Okay, here we go. Just jumped down to the sell point, watching Daggerwin sell them. This is what he normally does to me when I'm selling stuff, so I'll have to go as well. Wow, yeah, look at that. Over 300,000 now. That should be enough to get the tractor. So I think I'll go into the menu and onto the tractors. The 8R. So we're just going to go with the basic horsepower for now, which is 326. I'm very touched by the GPS though. Can we afford that? 300,000 for that. So yeah, let's do that, because we haven't had a GPS tractor yet. I'm sure Daggerwin won't mind, because it does make it more efficient for field work. So let's go with that. I'll press buy. Do the wheels change the price? It's like wider wheels. Same price for them, so that's fine. Let's go with that. There we go. So here we are in our new tractor. It's a very long bonnet on these big John Deeres. It's not necessarily the best looking tractor in my opinion, but it's obviously very powerful, or can be certainly upgraded to be very powerful, over 400 horsepower. And yeah, it will certainly be a very good asset on the farm. And I like that it's not one of the articulated steering tractors as well, because I find these normal, like regular tractors, a lot easier to use. So yeah, very happy with that, and I'm very happy that we finally have, or I have, GPS, because that'll make doing some of the field work a lot easier and more efficient. I know Daggerwin doesn't really use it, but I think I prefer it personally, and I like the fact that FS22 is going to have GPS in it as standard as well, which looks really good. So yeah, I'll get onto the rolls. I think Daggerwin's just finishing the drilling, I think, up there, so I'll get onto the rolls with this, and we'll get both these two fields rolled with this tractor. That'll be his first job. So we've almost finished the rolling of these 2 fields now, and I have to say, yeah, this tractor was definitely worth the investment. It's so much more powerful than the other one that we had. Unfortunately it's started raining again now, so we've got the thunder. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a really, really good tractor, this, for field work. The only sort of negative, I suppose, is we've lost one of our front loader tractors, which is a bit of an issue, because we did have 2 front loader tractors, obviously the Vulture and the Massey Ferguson, for loading logs and everything else we need to use front loaders for, and now we only have Massey Ferguson, so we're going to probably have to buy a telehandler next to replace the Vulture. I didn't think about that until after we just bought it, and after I started rolling this field I suddenly realised, yeah, this one definitely can't have a front loader fitted to it, as far as I know, so yeah, we really do need to get a telehandler, I think, to replace the Vulture. So now we've only got the Massey Ferguson for handling. We have got the small forklift as well, but that's not really suitable for a lot of the work we do. So yeah, we definitely need to look at getting a telehandler at some point in the near future. But apart from that, yeah, really, really good purchase, so hopefully everyone's happy with it. It's kind of a joint decision. I was going to go with the 7R personally, but Daggerwin wanted to go with the 8R. But yeah, because of the upgrades you can do to the horsepower, I think probably is worth it. It looks like he's been doing some spraying. He's bought a sprayer for the olive groves, so that's good. That'll help to boost the yield off those. We should start to make a bit more money off them. We also need to get, if he hasn't already bought it, we need to get a mulcher and a cultivator as well for the olives. So that's something else that he's doing in the future. We've certainly spent our money today, haven't we? 300,000 on this tractor. Just drop that and I'll go and get that drill. I don't want to be accused of leaving things lying around. That drill needs to be put away. I was going to use it again, but then because Daggerwin had almost finished the drilling, it's not much point me going on that just to finish off and get in the way, so that's why I went straight to the rolling. So yeah, we'll get the hitch ups in the drill again, get it folded up and put away. These are our silage bales that Daggerwin made earlier on, so they'll need moving at some point, but they need to ferment first, and actually there's no rush to sell them because the price of silage won't be that good at the moment, although we could sell them as they are, but we'd make a bit more money if we waited until winter. I'll get this put away now. Now we have a bit more horsepower as well, we could probably get a bigger cultivator. Something else we can probably look at getting. Everything can be upgraded now, we've got more horsepower to pull things. I definitely noticed a difference going up the hill between this tractor and the other one. It definitely feels more powerful. Even this one's 340 horsepower, I think, somewhere in there. But yeah, there we go. I think that's probably going to do for today. I really hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.